Open the sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
Bulldogs sports page brought to you by Kaufman and Lind Injury Attorneys. Hell of a Thursday night game, Bulldog.
Wow, what a shootout that was. Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, man, anybody who had those guys in their fantasy lineups last night. So the Ravens rallied from 21-7 down in the third quarter. Lamar Jackson, unbelievable. He threw 4 touchdown passes last night. Joe Burrow threw 5 touchdown passes last night, 424 yards. I'm sorry, Joe Burrow had 4 touchdown passes last night as well. So, yeah. Jamar Chase, how about this stat line for him, the Bengals receiver?
Sick. Absolutely sick.
I'm looking for 11 catches, 264 yards, 3 touchdowns. It was a shootout last night. Again, both quarterbacks throw for 4 touchdowns. I wish I would have been up at the end to watch it, but I wasn't. But I did watch the highlights this morning.
Then it came down to the last minute. The Bengals had the choice to tie it up or go for the win. They decided
They went for the win.
They went and weren't able to connect, and they end up losing 35-34.
Yeah, Joe Burrow's pass for, I think it was Tanner Hudson, sailed high, and they ended up losing the game. But wow, what a game it was. Big news yesterday in Gainesville. Didn't I tell you it was coming? Did I tell you it was coming?
Yep.
The Gators announced yesterday that, yes, Billy Napier will be back as their coach next season. AD Scott Strickland sent a open letter to Gator fans informing them of the news. Of course, a lot of Gator fans not happy about it, but he made that decision. I think it came down to 2 things. They wanted to keep DJ Lagway, their freshman phenom quarterback, in the fold because it looks like he's the real deal. We all know how important quarterbacks are in college football. Just look at what Miami has done with Cam Ward. And secondly, his buyout was $30 million.
And I had a buddy text me. I'm going to read it right off the text. Damn it, if Bulldog is right again, Napier keeping his job. Somebody texted me that last night, my buddy Ben. Pat.
Yeah. Bulldog had a little insider trading yesterday morning, we believe.
Maybe a little bit.
You're a well-connected journalist, dog.
You know what? And when you were talking about a good quarterback with, what's his name?
Cam Ward?
Yeah, no. Our
DJ Lagway.
Lagway. When you're talking about a good quarterback, it's better than their former quarterback, AR, who taps out of the NFL game. If you guys remember that, it was their quarterback.
I just want to be on the record again that I did have that odd dream of DJ Lagway going into the transfer portal and going to Miami.
Don't say it.
I don't think that's going to happen now,
Okay.
but
All right.
Hey, you never know in today's college football. By the way, does anything change next season? Doesn't Napier go into next season the same as this season on the hot seat? I mean, this is like a 1 year. This is a 1 year reprieve. He's got to win next year. He can't just get him bowl eligible. He's got to compete for something next year. So we'll see what happens. But that was the big news. College football over the weekend. The Gators do go to Texas to face the number 1 defense in the league, or in the country. I'm sorry. Texas ranked number 5. Florida's going to be starting a freshman walk-on quarterback, so we'll see how that goes. FSU goes to Notre Dame. We'll see how that goes.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so it's probably gonna be ugly for Florida State. UCF at Arizona State. Interested to see what UCF's new starting quarterback Dylan Risk can do in this game. We know he was phenomenal in his first start against Arizona last week, but Arizona State much better than Arizona, and it's on the road. So we'll see what happens there.
A Winter Park High graduate, was he not?
That would be the Gators walk-on quarterback.
That's right. Sorry.
Yeah. That'd be Aiden Warner is the Gator. Yeah, he went to Winter Park High School, a Yale transfer. Miami's at Georgia Tech. They should win that game.
They should have won it last year, too, but they didn't kneel on the ball. Don't think they haven't forgotten that.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to pull a Mario Cristobal this year. He's turned over the time management operations to one of his coordinators, I believe.
Point out that Mark Daniels, who will have the play-by-play call on the UCF game, will join us for a complete college football preview later in the show as we huddle up with Mark. So
Absolutely. NFL this weekend, San Francisco at Tampa Bay. Bucks obviously still beat up. San Francisco, Christian McCaffrey probably returning for the 49ers, so the 49ers probably should win that game. Minnesota at Jacksonville. Looks like Trevor Lawrence might not play in this game. He's got a shoulder injury. Matt Jones might be starting for the Jaguars. It doesn't matter. The Jaguars are terrible. And then I think it's Monday night. Miami plays the LA Rams on Monday night. We'll talk about that on Monday. A big soccer weekend in Orlando, both Orlando City and the Orlando Pride hosting playoff games in the city. The Pride get it started tonight, 8 p.m. They're taking on Chicago. It's a one and done in the NWSL playoffs. The Pride obviously been the class of the league this year. They won the Shield for best regular season record. They went unbeaten for 23 games this season, but that doesn't matter tonight because it's the playoffs, and they hopefully will win that game. Orlando City takes on Charlotte FC tomorrow night, third and deciding game of that best-of-3 playoff series. Series tied 1-1. Obviously, winner advances. If Orlando City wins, they will either host Atlanta United in the next round of the playoffs or travel to South Florida to take on Inter Miami and Messi. Atlanta United and Inter Miami also play their third and deciding game of their first round series on Saturday.
It's good to see, though, when you're mentioning, our Pride are unstoppable. I don't know if you can call them studs, but I'd say studs because they're badass. They kick serious ass this year. And then you have the Lions who are doing well. It's good to see soccer in Orlando doing really well.
Absolutely. NASCAR this weekend, the championship round. We've got Ryan Blaney, the defending champ, Tyler Reddick, William Byron, and my man Joey Logano. He's bald like the Bulldog, although he wears a toupee. I'm picking Joey Logano here.
Wow.
All right.
Who do you guys got?
I don't even know who's racing.
Ryan, I just told you. Ryan Blaney, Tyler Reddick, William Byron, and I'm picking the bald man with the toupee, Joey Logano.
Blaney.
I'm going to go for the regular season points guy, Reddick.
Okay, Pat Reddick. And then who's the bald guy, Pat, or a dog?
Joey Logano.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm trying to write stuff down. Got it. Reddick for
Real
Pat.
quick, Lynch. Why does NASCAR have their championship on a Sunday afternoon right in the middle of NFL season? Why don't they move it to a Friday night or a Tuesday or Wednesday night? Like
I'm not in charge of NASCAR, dog.
I'm just asking. I mean, you're Mr. NASCAR.
Sunday morning.
Call the France family. Well, Sunday morning in Phoenix might be a little bit inconvenient for
it doesn't matter
for the local fans there.
I mean, F1 fans do it.
Sunday morning.
The F1 desk is closed, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
He knows that a lot of the F1 races are broadcast in the United States early Sunday morning because of the global stuff. So that's seeping in there. But
I got you.
I don't know. It's a good question, Bulldog. It's a legit question.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Nobody's going to watch it.
All right. Mike the Bulldog Bianchi, host of Open Mike on AM 740 and FM 96.9. The game weekday mornings on adjacent to us. Then he takes some time out of his show to provide the sports page each morning here on JRR, brought to you by Kaufman and Lind.
Listen to Under Oath with attorney Jeff Coppin every Saturday morning, 7:30 on FM 96.9. The game. You can catch extended versions of Under Oath on your favorite streaming platform.
Lynch and Taco on demand. Download the iHeartRadio app.
From the boat.